At the T-minus 3-minute mark, tape recorders on board the spacecraft were turned on. These recorders record both voice and data. We have ignition sequence start. The engine's now building up to 7.7 million pounds of thrust. We have a launch commit and we have a liftoff. Moving back. The Saturn V lifting off with power.
You're listening to 105.9 WOMM-LP, broadcasting out of Burlington, Vermont. This is Rocket Shop. I'm Taylor Austin, filling in for Tom Proctor, and tonight with us we've got Maple Run. Hi, guys.
Hello.
How are you?
Great. Thanks for having us.
You are very welcome. Thanks for coming in. We're glad to have you here. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Trevor Crest.
I'm Nicole Valcor.
All right, John. Welcome, guys. It's good to have you here. So, do you want to start us off with a song, and then we'll get right into it?
You bet.
All right.
It's a song called You're Gonna Make Me Cry Again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that you're gonna make me cry again. Word around town, you've been running around like the world's about to end. Before I met you last time I cried, it's the day when Johnny Cash died. You're gonna make me cry again. You got caught running around again, raising hell in a honky-tonk when you said you were seeing a friend. You're gonna make me cry, cry, cry. If you keep telling lies, 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 you're gonna make me cry again. I can't wait for Saturday night to end. Sunday you'll be begging me to take it back again. It don't matter how hard I try, ain't been right since Waylon died. You're gonna make me cry again. You're gonna make me cry again. Word around town, you've been running around like the world's about to end. Before I met you last time I cried, the day when Johnny Cash died. You're gonna make me cry again. You're gonna make me cry again. You're gonna make me cry. Cry, cry again.
Thanks, guys. What a great song.
Thanks.
Now, is that an original that you guys have?
That's an original. That's a pretty new tune, just like in the past month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. And who's your head songwriter?
I'm the primary songwriter.
You're
yeah.
the guy, huh? I love that. So a little bit of nod to the greats there.
A little bit of nod to the greats, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now, were you guys, would you say you're heavily influenced by just the countryside, or is it a little bit of everything? Where?
A little bit of everything. I mean, I think probably my primary influence is songwriting or musicians and songwriters like John Prine.
Yeah.
Johnny, Waylon, Willie, but a lot of contemporary stuff. I mean, I think like Courtney Barnett is a great contemporary artist. We, do one of her tunes. I love the, whimsical lyrics and the great music that, I think that's a common strain that someone like her has with some of John Prine, for example.
Oh, sure. Now, how long have you been writing for?
Oh, geez, 20-some years probably.
Yeah.
Off and on.
Great. Now, you guys, Maple Run, how long have you guys been together?
I think we've been together, about 2 years maybe? Somewhere around there. We started out, we had another founding member, Bill Trinkley, who played lead guitar. Actually, John and I and Bill all live in a neighborhood called Maple Run, hence the name.
Uh-huh.
And Nicole and I played together many years ago. Back in the 90s, we were in a band called Construction Joe that spent a lot of time playing around the Burlington and New England area. Different instrumentation. Nicole was the bassist. I was the drummer in that band. But so we go way back, and we pulled her in pretty early on. Sort of started as a loose knit, just come and jam together, and sort of formed into a band pretty quickly.
That's great. That's great. No, a lot of fun for sure. Boy, Boy, and now do you guys have any albums out at all, or just
We do not.
so
We
we've
do
got to
not.
come and see you then?
Someday, come and see us live. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll be
yeah.
at Radio Bean the 24th of October. Be at Tap 25 in Stowe the 19th.
Yep.
And go to maplerunband.com. You can see our dates there. We're playing pretty regularly. We usually have a lead guitar. We now have Bill Mullins playing lead guitar with us. A lot of you know him from Barbacoa and all the other amazing stuff he's done around the area. The Bill Mullins Band.
Awesome. Now, as far as venues around, do you guys stretch outside of Vermont, or do you try and keep pretty local?
Not yet. We're frankly just starting to venture outside of Lamoille County.
Okay. That's awesome. So you've hit every night spot in Stowe then.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So they know you well then. That's great. So as far as songs that you guys have, I know we talked a little bit earlier about, you could play all night long. How many would you say originals do you have worked up that you guys play?
Probably have around a dozen originals that we're rotating through right now, and then an assortment of covers and more. I mean, the covers, we do a lot of country stuff, but I'd say we do stuff like Courtney Barnett. We play some like some Leonard Cohen. We put our own flavor on it, but
Yeah, of
we
course.
draw from a pretty wide range of artists
Yeah.
and styles.
That's awesome. So, wow. Do you want to give? What are we gonna hear next from you guys?
I think we're going to do a song called "The Queen of Labrador City," which is a song about a bartender
All right.
in Labrador City. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Subjects arrive at the castle. Must every night of the week, looking for love and advice, and a drink would be nice. Don't know what it is that they seek. She's the queen of Labrador City. Woman, she knows the rest. She'll pour you a beer, and then you an ear. She rules on a Labrador West. We used to wake to the sound of the shovel, scraping the ore at first light. Now the mine is shut down, we're still in this town, and the queen helps us get through the night. She had a Montreal prince in her younger days, said he'd be coming back June, but he never returned, and her lesson was learned. Now the queen rules alone in this room. She's the queen of Labrador City. Woman, she knows the rest. She'll pour you a beer, and then you an ear. She rules on a Labrador West. Slot machines sit in the corner. The jesters all sit at the bar. There's a game on tonight. Molson tastes right. I don't think we need tunes calling out the last call. And Gord's singing his last song on TV. So raise a glass to the man, one more for the band. And don't forget a toast for the queen. She's the queen of Labrador City. Oh, but she knows the rest. She pour you a beer and lend you an ear. She rules on Labrador West. She's the queen of Labrador City. Oh, but she knows the rest. She pour you a beer and lend you an ear. She rules on Labrador West. And we're still here in Labrador West.
What a great song.
Thank you.
Absolutely love it. Now, that's another one that you had wrote?
That is another one I wrote, and that's the Queen is. I've been to Labrador City, and the Queen is there. She works in one of the few bars in that town, and
Yeah.
yeah, that song's actually about. Well, I was only there a couple nights, but it's a interesting place. It's a little bit of a love song to Canada.
Yeah.
There's a reference to Gord and the Tragically Hip, because the night I was there was the night that the Tragically Hip played their last concert, and it was televised. And
Oh, wow.
so we watched the Tragically Hip, their last show,
Yeah.
before Gord's untimely demise. So
Geez.
little nod to Gord there.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your process as far as songwriting goes.
Yeah, it's it sort of depends on the song. That song came together pretty quickly because it was capturing really an experience. And so that song, I think, 2 or 3 years old. And yeah, it came together fast. Other songs, that first song, You're Gonna Make Me Cry Again, really came from a little nugget of the fact that I did cry the day that Johnny Cash died. And it's always been something in my head that I've thought about and mulled over and kicked around, and finally sort of manifested itself as a song that was a bit more of a Buck Owens type of song than a Johnny Cash song, but that's all good.
Yeah. Whatever you're doing, it works, so keep it up.
Thanks.
Now, as far as the instrumentation goes, are you always tweaking things as you go along coming up with these, or do you have a pretty set vision for what it is? I mean, what happens when you present the song to the band?
Yeah, it's interesting because some of I write primarily on the acoustic, but a lot of times that gets transformed. And the song we'll play a little bit later started as sort of a mellow acoustic tune and ended up as a little bit more raucous number once the band was brought in. And when we play out, we sort of switch things up a bit. I play acoustic sometimes, go to the electric. So we usually have an electric lead player with us, and sometimes I jump on the drum set. Nicole jumps on the guitar. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Something we used to do back when we played in Construction Joe, which is sort of the first time that I got up in front of an audience with a guitar, because normally I'd been at the drum set, and I think the first time Nicole sat at a drum set, or some of those shows where we were maybe a little sloppy with those tunes, but it was got us to where we are today.
Yeah. Well, you guys harmonize beautifully together, so
Thank you.
it's good
Thanks.
to hear. Now, how long have you been singing for, Nicole?
How long have I been singing? As long as anyone's been singing.
As long as you could, right?
As long as you've been breathing.
As long,
Yeah. When was the first time you stepped up to the microphone?
I used to do the Star Spangled Banner in high school for basketball games.
Oh, sure.
A cappella. There was no microphone. Yeah, that's something else. well, when I lived in Burlington in the '90s, I was with the Joe, and Famous Potato was before that. And if anyone remembers Steam Genie, which was Diane Horsemeyer's band, or the Velvet Ovum Band, just whoever I could join in with.
Yeah, yes. Can't get away from it. It's just in your genes.
Yeah, not just
Geez.
anybody who would have her, because everybody wanted her in their band. So and Nicole has an amazing knack for singing harmony. Like, just picks it right up, and I'm terrible at it. I sing melodies.
It's a nice
That's
thing
great.
to say.
Now, I've heard from a couple different bands now that everything, doesn't matter how great the song is or isn't, it's all up to the drummer if it gets played or
No
not.
way, really?
I didn't give you a big head there. did I?
That's just not going to bode well for much.
Oh, that's great.
I'm not a natural drummer, and it's not intimidating at all to sit here at the drum set with him standing next to me.
And have to sing at the same time.
Yeah, after all those years of Trevor and Construction Joe.
That's great. Wow. Do you guys want to give us another number?
Sure. You catch you on down the line?
Sure.
This is another fairly new number. Within the past few months, wrote this. Ready?
How does this go?
Remember how this goes? A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait, how does it go again? Can you?
Sing a verse.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. We throw a lot at each other.
Sorry, it's been a
Ready?
long day.
We've never had such a captain on.
it's yeah.
A 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's a pleasure to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you, 'cause all in all, I'm happy to be me. But you lickety-split with the banner and the wit and the elevator way to repartee. I see you driving round town with your windows all down, drinking liquor with a kicker and a lime. You're doing fine. Catch you down the line. It's been a lot of fun, hun, but I guess I gotta run, 'cause I kinda think it's getting kinda late. So I'm stumbling home, but I'll get you on the phone for some talky talk if you can relate. Don't wanna burst your bubble, but I think you might be troubling me, and trouble get along just fine. Catch you down the line. I remember a time when I couldn't even rhyme, but I could walk and talk like one of the guys. And my songs were too long and the words were all wrong, but life was copacetic otherwise. I was getting my thrills from little white pills and washing them down with wine, but now I'm fine. I'm doing fine, and I'll catch you on down the line. Let me tell you about this girl, been a rockin' my world with a telepathic pornographic mind. She's the cat's meow, and I don't know how I can live without her living in my life. You know I wanna please her 'cause she's the bee's knees. I coulda, shoulda dropped her line, tell her she's mine. Catch her down the line. Let me tell you about my baby, she's a complicated lady with her empathetic, non-synthetic vibe. She's a mover and a shaker, and everywhere I take her, it's a really silly, willy-nilly time. Sometimes she gets funky with the drunkies and the junkies, drinking watermelon, dandelion wine. That's just fine. Catch her down the line. she's so fine, and I'll catch her on down the line.
Another absolute great song, guys.
Thanks.
I'm digging it. So you said you've got about a dozen songs,
Yeah.
originals. You guys do covers. When are you getting into the studio?
You know, we're starting to play around in the basement with the home studio, and you know, starting to try to figure that out ourselves. So you know, we put some stuff together. We're not quite ready to put it out there to the public yet,
Okay,
but it's coming.
good, good.
Friends that are pro tools.
Yeah, yeah. And we're crowdsourcing some help to
Yeah.
make that happen. But
Yeah,
and we've discussed going into the studio and for real, and that may happen down the line. This, you know, what we're doing in the home studio may be just a test run, but you know, we'll get there eventually.
yeah. Get the tracks laid and
Yeah.
and figure it out. That's awesome. So I know you talk about we've had you do the originals in here, which is absolutely awesome. When you're thinking about your different shows, do you guys specifically try and hit certain songs as originals and covers, or do you just go with what feels right?
You know, we usually try to get most of the originals in there. It does depend on the venue a bit, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not. And when we're playing cover tunes, it's not like we're going out there playing "Feeling All Right" and stuff that people are, you know, are used to hearing and dancing to. It's a lot of it's a little more obscure a lot of times, and when it's not obscure, it's usually a different take on how they may have heard it before.
Yeah.
So we just sort of, wherever we play, we do our own thing and hope that the people listening like it.
Yeah. No, we love it. So, say you're stuck and you've got to stretch out now a 1 hour gig into 3 hours for some reason. You've learned through all your originals. What covers do you know you're absolutely going to hit in play?
Well, you know, the go-to is always Cortez the Killer, because you can play it for like 25 minutes, you know. It's always, which we've done before. Yeah, it can happen. Yeah, yeah. So, and, you know, we don't do a lot of, you know, jamming per se, so we don't usually fill out stuff with solos, but you know, that's a tune that can do that if we need to. You know, we'll do Ooh Las Vegas, the Graham Parsons tune, is another sort of barn burner that we like to play, and Ain't Living Long Like This by Waylon, and said we always, probably one that we always fall back on is, as I mentioned, we do the Courtney Barnett tune. Yeah, we always got to play a Beatles tune or two.
Yeah, I did see that on the Facebook page you
Yeah.
guys have, Maple Run.
Yeah.
Your take on a Beatles tune was pretty good. So, yeah, you got to do it. Now, the photo I saw on your Facebook page, it looks like you're in a brewery.
Yeah, that's actually at Stowe Cider.
Oh, okay.
Fairly recently, yeah, they got a great space there. Really fun place to play.
Yep. The acoustics worked out well.
Yeah, the
no
acoustics are
canning
pretty
in the
remarkable
background.
there. It's like this big cavernous place, but for some reason it sounds great in there.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's great. What would you say out of all the places you guys have played has been the most fun venue or time to play somewhere?
You know, we've played a Top 25 in Stowe is the place where we really sort of started. So we always have a great time there, and you know, get a regular crowd there. You know, we had a great time. We played at the Morrisville 4th of July celebration this year, and that was a blast because you got a big stage, you got a great sound system, and it's pretty spectacular to end the show with the fireworks going off behind you. Sort of makes you feel like a rock star.
Yeah, no, that's pretty great.
Yeah. 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 So, you know, the Radio Bean and the Lamp Club are, you know, those are great spots as well. So definitely no shortage of great venues in the state.
No, we're very, very blessed in that, and blessed to have such good bands too to play them. So, and I see. So October 19th at Tap 25.
Yeah.
And then what else do we have coming up?
That October 24th, Thursday night, we're at Radio Bean,
Yep.
10 to 11:30. I think after that, what do we have? We've got a, we're playing, up in Jay. We're in December. We're playing in
14.
Stowe Cider again in December. And then we'll probably book some stuff in November, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
I
what's,
occasionally do an acoustic solo, but that's pretty rare. It's much more fun to only in places that can't take a full band.
Yep. Now, is it best if somebody wanted to book you guys to go right to the website to find
Yeah.
you guys?
Website or Facebook or Instagram or whatever your preferred method of communication is.
You've got them all covered, huh?
That's right. We might have a Twitter. I don't remember if we have a Twitter account or not. We're just sort of getting out there in the world.
Wonderful. Well, hopefully everybody will know your name soon. So, be household names. Well, do you guys want to give us one more? And
Yeah, you want to do Engine number 9?
Okay.
Speaking of cover tunes, this is a what's that?
Can we get two out of you?
Sure.
Do
you bet.
two? All right.
Let's
How
do
come
won't
you
even
guys
interrupt.
just
This is
turned
a-
into different colors? The lights just turned on you.
This is an old Roger Miller tune.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. How much farther back did she get off? Old brown suitcase that she carried, I can't find it anywhere. It's not here among the rest, and I'm a little upset. Yes, tell me, engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. I know she got on in Baltimore. 110 miles ain't much distance, but it sure did make a difference. I don't think she loves me anymore. I warned her of the dangers. Don't talk to strangers. If by chance she finds new romance, warm her lips to kiss her, arms to hold her tighter, sparking new fires inside her. How I wish it was me instead of he who stands beside her. Engine number 9, coming down the railroad line. I know she got on in Baltimore. 110 miles ain't much distance, but it sure did make a difference. I don't think she loves me anymore. No, I don't think she loves me anymore. No, I don't think she loves me anymore.
Great cover of a Roger Miller tune. Yeah.
He's a great songwriter, Roger Miller.
Oh, one of the best. So, what made you decide to slow it down like that? I know normally it's a little bit of a quicker song. I
Yeah.
absolutely love what you did with it, though.
You know, that was one of those just sort of fiddling around with that tune on the acoustic guitar, and then it turns into more waltzy type of number, and it sounds great. And then of course Nicole comes in with those harmonies, and it just makes you want to cry a little bit.
Yeah. That was
We record the rehearsals a lot, listening to the back, I think that affects how we end up playing.
Yeah, yeah.
Figuring out what we like for the next year.
oh for sure. Yeah. No, that was great. I've never heard it played like that before, but you guys cut that one too.
Yeah, that would probably be on the list for sure. We like playing that song a lot.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely great. So, well, you got one more for us in there?
What do you guys want to do? Keep on trucking, or Ma Bell, or what do you want to do?
I'd like to sing again, so
What's that?
I want to sing again. I
You
like
don't
the
wanna
sound.
sing again?
I do. I like the sound here.
You want to do Ma Bell?
Sure.
It's a song I wrote for my wife many years ago. Yeah, back when there were people still use landlines. So this is about long distance love. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Things that you say send me away. Your touch is enough, I forget who I am. I don't mind at all, just to wait for your call, with my heart on my sleeve and my head in my hands. I got the dime if you got the time. Me and my bell will be perfectly clear. I hear what you say, but you're too far away. My arms aren't so long, I can touch you from here. The touch of your lips, and the world starts to slip. But kisses don't travel through telephone lines. I tried to get through with a picture of you, but I can't use a picture to look in your eyes. I got the dime if you got the time. Me and my bell will be perfectly clear. I hear what you say, but you're too far away. My arms aren't so long, I can touch you from here. The things that you say send me away. Your touch is enough, I forget who I am. I don't mind at all, just to wait for your call, with my heart on my sleeve and my head in my hand. I got the dime if you got the time. Me and my bell will be perfectly clear. I'm all alone with you on the phone, but I'd still prefer to be holding you near.
Wonderful, guys. I love it. Thank you so much for coming in. We just want to remind everybody, October 19th, Tap 25, in the 24th at Radio Bean, right?
That's right.
Perfect.
Hope to see you there.
You're going to see me there. I know that much.
All right. Thanks for having us. This has
All
been a
right,
lot of
guys.
fun.
Well, thanks so much. So this has been Maple Run on Rocket Shop here on 105.9 FM WOMM LP, broadcasting out of Burlington, Vermont. Next week, tune in. Same time, we're going to have Tom Proctor back in the studio with Ollie T and the band Death.